Welcome back to the Crochet Crowd. So it's my friends over at yarnspirations.com. I'm your host Mikey. Today we're going to do the hugs and kisses all around the block. This is a rectangular based afghan using the hugs and kisses stitch combo. Now the thing when you design an afghan, people want squares, they want bigger, they want rows, they want circles, they want stars. This kind of idea is a lot of fun, but it does have an interesting way of approaching it in order to keep it in the balance. Some things are just very straightforward to putting in the repeat, and other things like this you just got to pay attention to what steps that you're on. You will notice in this pattern that you have a small repeat and a large repeat, and you're gonna have to be able to mix those up. So when Jeannie was designing this, instead of having to write all of these sets of instructions over and over, she referred to it as a box. So you'll notice in the future it says this was what a small repeat is. The difference is that the amount of stitches going in the round is going to be different. So you'll see this approach later in the future. Rounds 14 through 16 is the small repeat. You'll also see a large repeat that you can see down here, which then goes up to here, and you'll have to mix these in. So in order to keep it in balance, she had to put in a few extra pieces of information in order to keep it. So round 13 has the popcorn round, PC is popcorn, and you'll be noticing that. So you do need to reference this pattern a little bit in order to keep all the particular pieces all together. So the nice thing about this is that it's really not a hard pattern, and once you get used to this concept, it's actually pretty easy too. So without further ado, we're gonna use a 5.5mm size eye crochet hook. I am gonna be using Caron Cakes, the regular brand. I just have some spare yarn that I want to play with today, but this is using Caron Big Cakes. She used the color Blue Hawaiian, and she used 3 balls in order to do this, and the afghan is lovely. So without further ado, let's get started. So let's get started. Today we're just going to create a slip knot to begin. The project is 36 by 46 for sizing. You can keep going as big as you need to go. Just keep an eye on the repeating when you're going to do that. You're going to just chain 26 to get started. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and please go all the way to 26 for me. Meet me back here in just a moment. So as we begin the first pass around, we're actually gonna go around in a circle, and we are going to then start on the front side, and as we get to the other side we'll turn and then come along the same chain but on the underside. So to begin, you're gonna go 5th chain from the hook. So just look at it and say 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Turn it over, get the back hump only, and I want you to double crochet right in that same one. So in the 5th one, just like that. And now we're going to put in a double crochet in each of the chains all the way to the very last chain. So meet me on the last chain, and then I'll show you how we're gonna turn and then go on the underside. So 1 double crochet in each of the chains to the last one. When you get all the way and the last chain is the one left, here's what we're going to do. You're first of all going to start with 1 double crochet, but you're not done. You're going to chain 1, and then in the same one of the last one here you want to do 4 double crochets in the same one, and this is gonna turn this around. So if you didn't guess it, the chain 1 is the new corner. Then once you're 4 in, you're going to chain 1 and then double crochet 1 more time into that same one, and you officially just turned. So starting in the next one, just put your straggler down on top so it gets stuck underneath. I want you to double crochet across now and meet me at the end, and we are going to then finish off the other side so that we can also be in a full circle as we're getting all the way around. So 1 double crochet and maybe on the last stitch that's available. So as we come to the very last one, you want to come to the base of where this is coming out of. Right there, do you see it? So then you're going to start off first, and you're gonna do 1 double crochet and then chain 1, but watch how we're going to finish this time. In the same one you want to put only 3 double crochets this time, because that chaining of 5 that you jumped over is actually the 1 double crochet itself. So you're only putting 3 double crochets after the chain 1 space, and then you're just going to slip stitch to the 3rd one of that chaining 5 that you skipped over, and now you just have the chain 1 space that's left. And now you just want to slip stitch into that one, and then we're gonna get ready to move on to round number 2. We're now going to begin round number 2, which is part of the small repeat. So when you have to do a small repeat, it'll be this round 2, 3 and 4 that is part of that. So chaining 1, you want to put in 2 single crochets in the same one where you are in that same space. Each corner technically has 3 single crochets, so that means that you're going to finish the third one when you get back around. You are going to apply 1 single crochet in each of the stitches until you get to the other side, and I'll see you there in just a moment. So coming to the other side, the chain 1 space will have 3 single crochets so that you can turn the corner. So put in 3 there, and then starting on the next double crochets, remember that there's 4 of them before the chain 1 space, and so it's going to be 1 single crochet in each one of those 4. Okay, and now we got the chain 1 space, so there's going to be 3 single crochets in that one. So 1, 2, 3, and then just starting in your first one right out. So remember, it's if it's covering over, just move it out of the way, and you will put in 1 single crochet in each, and then I'll see you back around, and then we'll finish the side that we started on. So I'm coming back around. The first chain 1 space will have 3 single crochets, and then you will then put in a single crochet in the remaining ones. So remember that there is a total of 4 of them. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. Remember that 4th one is the chain space that you skipped over the first time. You're going to want a single crochet in the final space and then slip stitch it to the beginning single crochet, and then that will equal the third one there. So let's begin round number 3. Jeannie always suggests that when you're doing one of her patterns, especially these hugs and kisses concepts in the Modern Granny, she's recommending that you mark the middle stitches of corners other than the one that you started with. And speaking from experience and doing one of her designs, I totally agree with her statement as well. It's just easier to see it, and therefore you can keep an eye on the counts a lot easier as well. So put in a stitch marker in the middle single crochet of each of the corners. Except for the first one, you don't really need to, because that's where you stop and start, and it'll make your life a lot easier. So I'm doing that, and then I'm gonna get ready for round 3. Let's begin round number 3. You're going to chain 3, which will count as a double crochet, and you're going to double crochet 2 more times into the same spot where you joined. So it's the middle single crochet. So just for transparency, you will notice that each one of the corners will have 5 double crochets. That means the other 2 will be done in that same spot when you get back around. We're now going to start and do the X stitch, the cross stitch, and you're going to skip the first one and go to the second, and you're going to double crochet and then come back and do the one you just skipped. So what I do is I lean the project forward and just slip into that stitch, pulling it through, and pull through 2 and 2. If you want to access it from the front side, you're more than welcome to do so. Just be consistent. So skipping the next one, double crochet in the next one after that, and then double crochet in the one that you skipped. This is called a cross stitch. I love this stitch. It's always served me really well. So I'm gonna cross stitch until I get to the other side, and then I'll see you back there in just a moment. So as you're coming around, you're X stitching or you're cross stitching in the counts, and if you're right and your counts are right, the next time that you start to do an X stitch, you can't, because the middle is already just showing. So the last X stitch will run right into it. So in the next one, which is marked, you're gonna put in 5 double crochets so that you can turn the corner. Then you're going to cross stitch again. So skipping the first one, start with the next one, and you're going to X stitch, and then you do that until you hit the next corner piece. And again, I'm cross stitching, and you can see that if I go after this one now, the corner is marked. See how much easier it is to see that? So now the next one that's available is the corner, so there's gonna be 5 double crochets in there. So what I want you to do is just cross stitch yourself all the way to the other side, get your 5 double crochets into the corners, do your outside edge, and I'll see you at that point, and then we'll just join, and then we'll carry on into round number 4. I'm also recommending before we continue, just make sure you move up your stitch markers while you pass them. It's just easier as well. So please do that too. I'm going to show you a trick as I come back, and I noticed that I'm going to show you a cheating technique. That's the whole point of tutorials, right? So we have 12 cross stitches on this side, but I'm noticing that myself that I got actually 3 stitches left. I shouldn't have that, but I should have 12. So what I can do, watch how I cheat this. Don't cheat the front side. So just reach over to the 3rd stitch. I'm cheating, so I'm going over one too many. And what I want to do is that when I do the ones that I'm about to skip, I'm going to do them as a 2 together. So just go back to the very first one. So 2 back, and don't finish it, just do it together. So just yarn over and leave the rest of the stitch on, and then go to the next one that you should have actually technically been in and do that one, and then pull through all 3, and therefore that'll be hidden in behind and it will get your stitch counts back to normal. So if you ever have to do that, that's just a great way to do that. So technically you shouldn't have to do that, but I don't know why. So I'm going to not sweat it and just fake it and continue along. It'll be 5 double crochets then in the corner, and then I will then finish the short side, and then I will be back in just a moment. So moving up that stitch marker as well, it makes your life a lot easier. If you didn't have the stitch marker, you probably wouldn't have been able to verify that so quickly. When I say you, probably me, and it's just something that will make your life a lot more easier. So cross stitch yourself until you get to the last part, and I'm just gonna keep quiet for a few moments. So I'm doing the last 2 stitches, which is the cross stitch, and then I want to finish the very beginning one. So it's coming into where it started and put in 2 more double crochets into the beginning, and then just join with the slip stitch to the middle to the next one, and then that'll take you there. Now I notice that this gap seems really big, so what I can do using the same color, I can just grab a tapestry needle and pull that in. You know, things happen. I'm not gonna worry about it yet. So let's continue on to round number 4. So round number 4 is the same as round 2. It's just a single crochet, so just chain up 1 and put in only 2 single crochets into the same section or same piece, and then do 1 single crochet in each until you get to the corners that are marked. Put in 3 single crochets there, and then meet me back all the way around, and we're gonna just put 1 more single crochet in the spot here and then just join it. So just 1 single crochet in each except for the corners, that'll be 3, and continue to move up your stitch markers too. Okay, when you get all the way back around, just make sure that you put in an extra single crochet in the beginning one, and then slip stitch to the first single crochet, and that will conclude then round number 4, which is part of the small repeat, and this is the end of the small repeat. We're then gonna begin and going on to number 5, and we're going to then start with our popcorn rounds next. So let's do that now. We're now going to begin round number 5, and you'll notice in the future it's for round 13. It's the same round as 13, but round 13 you'll have an extra half double crochet, and we'll talk about that as well. So it's really the popcorn rounds. Just make sure you're paying attention to that round 13, 21, and etc. in the pattern in order to keep that balance. So we're going to begin, and we're gonna just chain 2, which will count as a half double crochet here and throughout, and we're gonna do another half double crochet into that same one. So the third half double crochet that will make up a corner will be done at the end. To begin starting to do the popcorn, as we do this, we're going to start off and we're going to half double crochet the first stitch out from the corner, and then the popcorn is going to be next. So let's begin to do that, and we're going to put 4 double crochets into the next stitch. This will make up the popcorn. Once you have all 4 double crochets in, release the hook and go to the top of the first one of the 4 and put the yarn back on and pull through, and there's your popcorn, just like that. So starting in the very next stitch, you want a half double crochet. So the repeat then going across is half double crochet, popcorn, half double crochet. So to do that again, so you're just gonna start in the next one, so it's a half, and then a popcorn is made up of 4 double crochets just like this, and then release it, go to the first one, pick it back up, pull through, and then half double crochet in the next. So I want you to do that until you get to the first corner, and I'll see you there in just a moment. So remember that the repeat is half a popcorn and a half. So half popcorn and a half. I'll see you at the first corner. So I'm getting to my first corner. So the last stitch before the corner is a half double crochet right after the popcorn. So you'll notice in round 13, when you go to repeat this, she says, Jeannie does, is that there will be 2 half double crochets in a row in order to keep the balance. So in the corners here, there's just going to be 3 half double crochets. Half double crochets are kind of hard to identify later, so I would definitely, if you haven't used stitch markers, I would definitely start getting in the habit right now to do that. So mark the middle one of the third, and it will make your life a lot easier. It really will. So starting back out then from the corner is going to be starting again, so half double crochet and then a popcorn, and you know the drill by now. So do this all the way around, and you know how to turn a corner at this moment as well. So please do this for the remaining of this round. Okay, when you get all the way back around, and make sure that you do put your last half double crochet in the same one that you started with, and then join to the top of the first chain 2 in order to bring that to conclusion. So you'll notice that the colors will change on its own. That's what's really quite appealing about this. And now we're gonna continue then and start the large repeat, and the large repeat is rounds number 6 through 12, and let's begin round number 6 next. So round number 6 is the same as round number 2. You're just gonna chain up 1 and put in 2 single crochets into the top of the first one that you did the join with, and remember that the corners will have 3 single crochets in them. So starting on the first one, coming out of the box here, you want to make sure that you are applying. So these half double crochets are very difficult to see them most of the time. Let me just zoom in a little bit closer here. This is where I always screw up in a pattern. So the half double crochet is right here. It's right in that first one, and then you're just gonna half double crochet in each of these stitches going across. So even though the popcorn is there, you can still see the stitches if you just pull that popcorn and just move it out of the way, and just put in 1 single crochet in each. And then in the corners, when you hit that, the middle one that's been marked with your stitch marker is gonna be 3 single crochets, and then carrying on around just like you see there. So let's continue this one, and I will see you at the end of this round. This is round number 6, strictly just a single crochet round. Okay, when you get all the way back around, then you're just going to put 1 single crochet to where you had started with, and then just join it to the beginning single crochet. So it's a nice tight fit. So we're going to begin the X stitches again, the cross stitches then for round number 7. So just getting ready to go, and let's go. So let's begin. We're going to chain 3, which counts as a double crochet, and then 2 more double crochet in the same one of the join. That's your corner. So remember the cross stitch section that we're about to do is the same as before, so there's 5 double crochets in the corner. So starting out from the corner, you're skipping the first one and then cross stitching, sorry, just double crochet in the next, and then just come back and get the stitch that you skipped. And that's all you're gonna do all the way across. And you will do 5 double crochets then in the corner, and then continue to cross stitch each one of the sides. I think I can leave this with you at this moment, so it's just a cross stitch. We've already done it, and now that we're using a different color, it looks even really cooler. So let's continue to do that now, and I'll see you at the end of this round. This is round number 7. So let's finish off round number 7, and I'm just putting in 2 double crochet into the beginning one where I started, and that will conclude this round. And then we're gonna carry on now to round number 8, which is the same as what we just did before earlier, which is the single crochet round. So starting up, just chain up 1, and you're applying 2 single crochets to start off with, and then it's 1 single crochet in each until you get to the next corner. Corners are 3 single crochets, and then moving on. Please do this all the way around. This is round number 8. Okay, once you've come all the way back around, you're just going to single crochet in the last one where you started with, and then just join it to the beginning single crochet. So moving on to round number 9. Now number 9 is how we started right in the very beginning, and we're going to then chain 3, which counts as a double crochet, and then 2 more double crochet into this one. So this is a nice easy round. It's just 1 double crochet in each stitch except for the corners that are marked, and you want to put in 5 double crochets there when you go to turn. So 1 double crochet in each all the way, and then 5 into the corners. I'll see you at the end of this round. This is round number 9. So I'm coming up to the end of round number 9. It's just 1 double crochet in each except for the corners. There's 5. The last corner you want to finish it with 2 double crochets and then join it to the top of the first chain 3. So round number 10, you already know what to do. It's a single crochet round. If you know these the stitch combo with Jeannie, you will know that you were actually in between a set. So you're going to start seeing everything start to appear again. So see how we have double crochets and then single, and then we have crisscross, and then we have a single and then a puff and then a single crisscross, and etc. We're doing this in a continuous format now. So after this is single crochet, and then what's after this one? It'll be a cross stitch. You'll see it, and then you'll see a single crochet, and then you'll see the popcorn, and then that's where you see the note on round number 13. So I'm almost finished actually doing the large repeat, and I'm gonna leave the rest of the pattern for you because it's just a matter of repeating then. So starting in the first one, chain 1 and 2 single crochets in the first one, and then it's 1 single crochet in each of the stitches except for the corner. It's gonna be 3, and then I'll see you at the end of this round, and this is round number 10. So let's continue this. I'll do 2 more rounds with you here on camera today. So I just come around and I've done my single crochet, and I want a single crochet in the first one where I started and then join it to the first single crochet. So round number 11. So we're gonna start off with our cross stitching. So you're gonna chain 3 and then put 2 more double crochet in there, and then starting out right from the corner, skipping the first one and then going to the next, and etc. So what you can do then at this point is that you could just go all the way around. You already know what to do. There's 5 double crochets in the corner, and I'm gonna take you to the pattern, and then we're just gonna quickly just walk through it. We've gone through all the major stepping, so now it's just about just repeating what you already know, and we're gonna do that next. So in the pattern here we are on the X stitch and round number 11, so you're gonna do that all the way around. Round number 2, the final of this blue box that goes down here, this is the large repeat, is repeat round number 2, which is a single crochet round. So round number 3, it says popcorn around, and it says this is a repeat of round 5, except that you will have an extra half double crochet right before the corner. So remember that the repeat is half double crochet, popcorn, half double crochet. So what she's saying in the corner here, just before you turn, it'll be half double crochet, popcorn, half double crochet, and then another half double crochet before you start the corner, and that will keep you back in balance. For rounds number 14 and 16, it's a small repeat just like what you see. Round number 17 is repeat just of number 9, and so number 9, if you look up here, is just a double crochet round. And then round number 18 through 20 is a small repeat once again. And then round number 21 is a repeat. Round number 5, which is the popcorn, with this exception here. Chain 2, half double crochet in the space of the join, half double crochet in here. So half double crochet, popcorn, half double crochet, and there's an extra half double crochet before the corner again. So this is like number 13 when I read it this way. Rounds number 22 to 28 is the large repeat again. The round number 29 is the popcorn, the same as round number 5, so it's exactly what you just read over here. So there's not an extra stitch before a corner. Round number 30 to 36 is the large repeat once again. Then we have round number 37, which is the popcorn round. Repeat number round 13. So go and look at this instruction. And then round number 38 to 44 is the large repeat, which you already have, and we're almost done at this particular point. Back at the top, number 45 is PC round. It is the same as round number 21. So if you go look back at round number 21, you'll see that. Round number 46 to 48 is a small repeat. And then the edging round is a reverse single crochet in each stitch with 3 reverse single crochets in each corner. Let me show you what that is, and then we have that here. So she has a pattern notes. Round 13 and 21 are pretty much identical to round number 5. The exception is the extra half double crochet in order to keep the balance. Let's just show you how to do the final edging, which is a reverse single crochet. When you're ready to do the final edge round, it's just one round. It's just chain 1 and just single crochet in the same one. And then before moving forward, you're gonna move backwards. So just go to the single crochet right before this stitch and going in, scoop the yarn and pull it, and you have your 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, and then go to the one before again. So keep on going backward, so it's a reverse single crochet and you just keep going in. Once you get the first 2 done, you can see how it's gonna work out, and it's just 1 reverse single crochet in each stitch, including the corners, all the way around, and then that's it. You're just gonna fasten off and weave in your ends that you have, and that would be how you would finish that off. And it's a kind of a really simple idea just to be able to finish it at the end, and it kind of actually goes with the popcorn bumpies too. So that's it for today. This is the pattern by Jeannie, and it's called Hugs and Kisses All Around the Block, and this is a rectangular version that people seem to be asking for as of lately.